The Robben Island Museum's Heritage and Research Department is looking to update its ex-political prisoners database by going digital. The institution is thus calling for public participation of those who know any ex-political prisoners of the apartheid-era prison. For more on this, we speak to the acting senior manager for Heritage and Research at the Robben Island Museum, Nolubabalo Tongo Cekwayo. Nolubabalo, thank you so much for your time and thank you for joining us this morning. Talk to us about the call that you're issuing to South Africans to participate by contributing whatever information they have in terms of these individuals who served time on Robben Island, political prisoners as we know, but who played an important role in the struggle for our freedom.
Good morning. Thank you very much and good morning to all the viewers. Yes, Robben Island Museum is calling on the public to assist us to get the accurate and updated contact details of our former struggle heroes. Because when political prisoners left Robben Island, we accumulated the raw data from correctional services. And over years, we have been improving and getting the updated contact details for ex-political prisoners, and we have done beautiful projects with many ex-political prisoners, as well as interviews with many of them, including their families. But as time goes by, because now Robben Island Museum is on the 24 years being in existence, and the data that we have in past 10 years with ex-political prisoners may have changed. So it is important that we ask members of the public to help us get the accurate information, the contact details, the status of the ex-political prisoner. Maybe the person may be alive or may have passed on. So those are the information that we require from the public. And in order for us to get that information from the public, we have to do one of the things like this, like calling on the public participation in a media a platform, because that is where many people will be able to access our message. So it is a request to everyone. You may be the wife, you may be the spouse, you may be the child, the uncle, or any related family member to the political prisoner. It is important for Robben Island Museum to have those details so that we are able to actually accurately memorialize everyone who contributed in the struggle for liberation.
Yes.
Even having a digital memorial platform as well as a physical memorial platform at Robben Island.
Yes.
So in order for us to actually embark on this need, we really need to have an accurate, so that when times comes by, we're able to call these families or ex-political prisoners and do an official celebration or an unveiling of a memorial.
Right.
We will be unable to do that if we do not have the contact details of family members. Yes, we have the data from the prison that gives more than 2,700 names. But those contact details, the updated contact details of those 2,700 names, this is the one that we want.
Absolutely. You know, the ex-political prisoner database has been around since 1997. I mean, this is the collation of 25 years plus of critical information. What perhaps South Africans also don't understand, which is a part of the call, is that you're not just seeking information just as an administrative issue, but it's also part of, curating, conserving, preserving South Africa's history, but also honoring those individuals who don't necessarily fly high as high-profile individuals. Oftentimes we link Robben Island to the likes of, Nelson Mandela and other senior or key political figures who fought hard in the liberation struggle. But you mentioned, foot soldiers, individuals who were sent to Robben Island for playing perhaps what may be perceived as minor roles in the liberation struggle. They too deserve to be honored. And what you do as a heritage and research development site is that you come up with projects and creative ways of ensuring that South Africans memorialize each and every single individual that contributed to the freedom we enjoy today.
Correct, ma'am. Yes, and to an extent that we go further into actually calling for family members whose loved one may have died on Robben Island, because not all South Africans know that not everybody was released alive at Robben Island. To date, we've got almost 30 people or prisoners who died on Robben Island serving for our freedom. So it is important when we memorialize and honor those unsung heroes. We actually include those whose soul are still part of Robben Island walls. So it is important that when we collect everyone, we collect even the spirit of those, so that we actually acknowledge and memorialize those spirits. And we know that the struggle for freedom was not fought only by political prisoners who were held at Robben Island. There were many political prisoners outside Robben Island. It could be the co-accused of those who were on Robben Island, like the case of Bukiwe Sofute, with the co-accused of the colleagues from Port Elizabeth, for an example, who were at Robben Island, but because actually have co-accused with those on Robben Island, but they ended up serving prison terms, maybe in East London or Portsmouth or other places. So we are not excluding anyone. We call for everyone who served sentences, but starting with those who were held at Robben Island, so that we're able to actually memorialize in an accurate way.
Nolubabalo, very quickly, if you could just let us know where individuals can actually send their information to, which platforms?
Thank you. And public, I just want to warn you that in terms of the Popia Act, please do not forward the information on the Robben Island social media platform. There is an email address and the telephone number actually indicated on the call for public participation. It is, I can say it, you can either email it to, you can either phone Robben Island Museum direct, or else email it to the research unit email address indicated there. Myself, Nolubabalo, and my colleague Christopher is also their telephone numbers written in the call for public participation. So it is important that you do not put your personal data in the social media platform, because it's open to public. Please use the numbers indicated there, or use the email address.
Yes. Nolubabalo, thank you so much for your time, and thank you so much for, of course, detailing for us this all-important call for this public participation. That's Acting Senior Manager for Heritage and Research at the Robben Island Museum, Nolubabalo Dogo Etrayo.